Okay, number one, let's answer. Okay, let's check. Okay, so when you study at home, so after the entire lecture, this is your class, right? So at home, I recommend before you take the exam, you study on your own. Okay, read again all the things that we discussed, and then you answer questions. Right? Maybe 100 per day. Okay, so in 1 month you will finish 3,000, right? Questions. If you study for 2 months, 6,000 questions. So that's a good way to prepare before you take the actual exam. So you have to answer as much questions as possible, okay? Because you will learn something, okay, which is not found in your book. Okay? That's how to train your mind, okay, in how to analyze and think. Okay. So when you read the question, sometimes you can see the question is very long. It will just make you confused. You just get the key words. Okay. That's my tip for you. Get the key words. Okay. Like in this one. So what are the key words here? So very long question. So Chinese client. So keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, what else? Diet there. Okay, so during the teaching session, the client continuously turns away from the nurse. You are teaching the patient, but she doesn't look at you. Okay? She looks outside the window. So, which nursing action is appropriate? Okay, so answer. Answer. C. D. Tell me your answer earlier, the one you wrote down. A. C. The correct answer is A. Okay, A. Okay, A. Most Chinese maintain a formal distance with others, okay, which is a form of respect for the Chinese. Many Chinese are uncomfortable with face-to-face communication, right? Especially when eye contact is direct. Okay? You do this if the patient is white, I told you, right? If you're talking to a white patient, you should maintain eye-to-eye contact when you're talking to them. If the client turns away from the nurse during a conversation, the most appropriate action that you should do is what? Continue with the conversation. Okay? Walking around the client so that the nurse faces the client is in direct conflict with the cultural practice. For example, I'm talking to you, you're looking there, and then I go here. Hey, listen to me. Hey, you don't do that, right? You don't face the patient. Okay? The client may consider returning later. So if I say, oh, you don't want to listen to me, I'll come back later. So when you say that, okay, it's a rude gesture, okay, meaning you don't care for me. So you don't want to listen to me, I'll come back later. So it's a rude gesture, okay. Telling the client about the importance of the instructions for the maintenance of healthcare may be viewed as degrading, okay. So the answer is A. Oh, you check, okay. Check your paper there. Next, which of the following meal trays would be appropriate for the nurse to deliver of a client? So remember the keyword: Jewish patient, kosher diet. Answer. C. Huh? D. C. 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 Why? You don't know the reason. You just guess. There should be a reason why you choose this one. Remember, what is not allowed for the Jew? They cannot eat pork and shellfish. Oh, pork. Cannot. Right? Crab. Shellfish. Shrimp. Shellfish. Oh, wrong. What's the correct answer? There, chicken. Right? Easy. If you know that, right? They don't eat pork and shellfish. What they can eat? Fish with scales and fins, right? What else? Meat and milk cannot be eaten in the same meal. Look at this. Milk, meat, cannot. Right? Milk and seafood, shellfish. Okay, there. Okay? So here, sweet and sour chicken with rice, vegetables, milk, fruit, juice, not milk. So can eat this one. Okay, there. Okay. What's wrong with this one? There, shrimp. This one, crab. This one, pork and milk at the same meal. Okay? Cannot. Okay, so this one. Fettuccine Alfredo is pasta. Okay? White sauce. Okay? Fettuccine is the type of pasta. Fettuccine is the flat noodle. Right? You know angel hair, right? The thin one. Spaghetti, fettuccine, the flat one, right? You know the different pasta? Okay? No. I show you. Okay. So you should know something about food also, because look at that example. They put a type of pasta. So if you don't know fettuccine Alfredo, okay. So when you order pasta, okay, you have to choose the different. Some restaurants will ask you, what noodle do you like? Here, you can study this at home if you want. The thinnest one, thin, like a hair, we call it angel's hair. Okay? You know spaghetti, right? Spaghetti is the normal noodle. Okay? This one, you call this penny. Okay? Like this. Okay? Penny. Okay? You can this one, fusilli, okay? The spiral. Okay? So you can study this at home. This is your assignment. You have to know the different noodles, because this is basic, I think. Okay? The fusilli, penny. Okay? Fettuccine is the flat noodle there. Okay, you can see this one, flat. Okay, so fettuccine. Okay, when you say Alfredo, it's a kind of the cooking of the pasta. So there. Okay, so it's a white sauce, usually with shrimp. Okay, so when you say fettuccine Alfredo, usually with shrimp, so they cannot eat this. Okay. So remember, in the so the answer here is letter C, okay? In the Jewish religion, those who follow the kosher diet believe that dairy and meat combination is not allowed. Pork and pork products are not allowed in the traditional Jewish religion. Only fish that have scales and fins are allowed. Meats that are allowed includes animals that are vegetable eaters. Example, what? Meats that are allowed include animals that are vegetable eaters. Example, what animals eat vegetable? Cow, right? Beef. They can eat beef, but not pork, right? What else? Sheep, right? Sheep. Lamb, okay? Cloven hoofed. When you say cloven hoof, the feet is shaped like that. Okay? The feet of the animal. Okay? Cloven hoof. Any animal that is cloven hoof. The sheep. Right? Okay? And ritually slaughtered. So they cannot just eat any animal. They have a proper way of killing the animal. Okay? Ritually slaughtered. Okay? Slaughter means to kill. Okay? Number 3. This is